Fine. So in the last session we created item class and we created item and we associated that item to the actual inventory, right? So we'll go and create one more item now. So go to navigator. Within the navigator we can see product management. This we can see here because of application implementation consultant role, and click on product information management PIM. We know how to create the item. Just go to task list, say create item. Select our inventory organization, which is item master, and say item class. Select item class. Select template. I'm just selecting finished good template and say OK. Now system will generate the item number and we have to provide the description. Okay. So now if you look at these fields here, okay, anyway the number how it is generating based on the setup which we did in the item class level. Here we can write the description. I'll say iPhone and item status. Okay, item status active or inactive. It is nothing but item status attributes. So with active there are some attributes which are mapped. With inactive there are some attributes. Same attributes are mapped with how those should those should be enabled or disabled, and again what organization level and all. Okay, this item status, if I select active, so all the item status attributes which are associated with active, those system will just make use of for item definition purpose. We'll just go and see this item status. This item status is nothing but it is all the item status attributes are mapped with this respective statuses. We'll go and see those. Okay, just open the instance in the different tab. You can go to our project or directly from search page also you can find it. Anyway, we'll do from our project. So go to ERP tree implementation project. Fine. Now if you select status as active, which item status attributes will impact, or which item status attributes are associated with which status and what level, master org or actual inventory organization level. If you want to verify, we can go and see that. So search for the task called as item statuses. Okay, search for the task called as item statuses. There will be a task called as manage item statuses. Just click on the status or the task and click on go to task icon. Okay, here you can see those two statuses, active and inactive. So ideally when you create the item, we go with the status called as active, since we'll be using that item. You created item, and if you want to make that as inactive, you can set inactive. Accordingly, what are the attributes are set, again how that attribute is set, yes or no, in terms of that has to be enabled or disabled. So for the items, that's all you can see. Now if you look at the status called as active, with active status, all the item status attributes are associated. These all are attributes, item status attributes. You can see the list of item status attributes. Okay, so if you check inactive, you can notice all attributes set to no. Okay, all attributes set to no, because item, if item is good, when you are creating the item what you are creating, if item status is inactive, so nothing should work. The inventory item is no stocked or anything, all these attributes should become disabled. So basically when you create item, we'll go with active status, so that these all attributes, however it's set here, accordingly this will work. Costing enabled, inventory item yes, stock, you can just look at all these attributes. Okay, so these are all are the item status attributes. How those item status attributes are mapped with the item definition based on the item status selection. Okay, so these all are seeded. We cannot create our own item status attributes. Okay, these all are seeded item status attributes. Okay, so what level those will work, and whether that has to be defaulted as yes or no, how it should work, all these are predefined. As per your requirement you can change it. Okay, you want to so change this value from yes to no, so that whenever you create the item based on the item status attributes, the system should disable the checkbox called as invoice enabled checkbox. You want to make the system to disable it, so you can change to no. That's how you can set all these predefined setups. That means the attribute value selection you can do as per your requirement. Okay, so this is all about item status attributes. From here you can see the task is manage item statuses. The next one is life cycle phases. So here if you click on this, you could see life cycle phases: active, design, absolute, and production. They are the life cycle phases, but basically when you create the inventory items, this is not required. This is required for if you are going to manufacture or if you are going to develop any product. But since it's a part of the item creation, we'll have a look where you can create, if you want to create new life cycle phases. So here just click on cancel, just close this. Now search for life cycles. So life cycle phases, same four or same task but available from the different paths. You can click on any one of the tasks, it will take us to same page. Click on go. So click on search. Okay, here the phases are design, production, all. There are many which are deactivated. Okay, many they are deactivated. If you want to delete, you can delete. If you want to add one more life cycle, you can add here. Okay, so from here only all these values are coming here. Okay, life cycle phases: active, design, absolute, and product. Okay, so since it's drafted,
Will it be useful for
sorry,
will it be useful will it be useful for discrete manufacturing, sir?
yes, exactly. Okay, if your item development or the assembling process or whatever it may be, if it is going to have a multiple phases to address, to track what level that product is standing, you can just mark the status. That would be information for us. That's all. Okay, that's all about life cycle phases. User item types, just it's all about for information purpose. Okay, nothing to do with this. So if you want just these also, you can find out here. Just cancel this.
Sorry, Lexman.
Yep.
Life cycle, is there any impact on the item property, like item
No, no, no,
status?
no,
It will
no.
impact.
Just for information, just for see here. If you look at that task, there is no code behind it. There is no functionality behind it. Just for information. But
Okay.
the item status, it has impact, because item status what you select, based on that attributes will start functioning on the item, right? But when you talk
Yes.
about life cycle, it is just for information. If you just search for this,
If you put design or you put
anything
pending.
for you or for me for to understand. Okay,
Hmm, okay.
fine. Just I can
Okay.
write anything. Okay, here there are predefined 4 phases which you could see here. So you can select any one of this. Again, these phase types and all you can add through lookups. These are the lookup values. Through lookup you can add and you can make more as per your requirement. Okay, this is all for just information purpose. Done. The next one is user item type. Okay, this is also just for information purpose only. So you can just we can go on to see those. Just search for item types. So this also you can see through lookup only. These are the lookup values. You can just click on any one of the task, all are same. Manage item types. So here we can see manage user item types. The same, the values are coming from the task called as item types. See, these are the lookup values. Here you can notice this is a standard lookup. These are the lookup. See the meaning. The display name is user item type. Okay, user item type. Okay, here we have a finished good. The same with all you can find here only. Search. You can click on enter. This place. It's a code and all. 1 second. So in the meaning you can find that. So this and all you can define how you just how you need the values and all you can define. So in the meaning you can search finished good. So finished good. This is what we are able to see here, and we have many other. Okay, same way, just this is also for information. It won't have any impact. No functionality behind it. So just for information, you can create your own lookup values. Just put any test. See here, just as a sequence. Start date you can give. You can just give that would be available here to select. Okay, the pack type and all those are not required for us. And again the unit of measurements. So when you create the item here, we'll select unit of measurements. All you can create. We'll have a few predefined seeded. So as per client requirement, you can create the unit of measurements. Search for unit of measurements. Units. It should be units of measurement. Okay, manage units of measures. It's available in many offerings. So we'll go with this. Manage units of measure. So click on search. So there are many unit of measurements. So as a part of item definition, we are selecting this, right? We selected, I think, each. You can search from here and you can find it. For this, expand the search.
I saw the unit of measurement code is a different codes are there. What is the significance against that unit of measurement name? Is it you and each? What is the significance?
See the items, how whatever you are maintaining inventory, how you will be measuring, or each, or dozens, or some boxes, okay, or some gallons. How will be measuring?
UAM code, what is that? Is it you?
No. Code, see, code is short name. That's it. You see anywhere anything, code is always represent short name. Just they enter like that. That's all. So this is a name is important. Name is important for us. They have to enter the name code also as this same way they have to enter, but just they entered. This is just as a part of record only. It won't get displayed somewhere. Just name only will get displayed. Okay. You see for all. Go with the open search. Just they entered some like that. Just you can enter any value, any text over there, right? Just it's a code short name. You see, few they created year. This is a meaningful way to create. Here, if you see, unit of measure name is year. Short name is code is year. So that's how you can just define. If you want to create one, we'll create it. It is open as a top. Just click on create, add, where it is opening in the last server. It's opening in between, so I'm just closing this. I'll go to that. Say create. I want to create unit of measurement as each. Class. Each means what? Whether that is weight, or you are talking about time, or quantity, or this month, or it's a measurement for some liquid products, or you are talking about data when you are creating just GB and all, you can specify the measurement related to currency, which currency, that currency, and you can give. So here each in the sense it falls under quantity that you can select and give the start date and save. This is what are the unit of measurements a client required we can create. Those you can find from here. If it is a refreshed, it will come here. It is not getting updated. So again, just now we created, right? These all are just we already opened it. At the time of opening, it will connect. Next time when you come here, that will be displayed here. So these are all just you can, sorry.
Yeah, we given the end date. We given the end date. It is going to today's date there. While creating the
We given
unit
end
of
date.
measure. Yeah, that is the reason I think so.
I thought just started. We'll check it once.
Yeah.
Each. Oh, we given end date. Yeah, okay. I just given by considering as start date. 1 second. So
Where is the inter-class and the intra-class, the conversion and other things?
Yeah, if you want to represent, if you are going to have other measurement for the same items, say I have as each. Again, these items you are going to take into other measurement, say box or into dozens. Some secondary measurement, if you want to have, you can have it. We'll create and we'll test it also. Okay, we'll do that. The conversion we have to create. Okay, equal to one measurement is equal to how many other units and all we have to define it. Okay, I it's an end date. Okay, just by treating it as start date, I just given that. Now even may come, may not come, reason, just that has to be refreshed. We'll see that. Search for each. It's not updated. Okay, if you just refresh this page and again if you come back here, that you will be able to see. So this is all, just you can create all this, and we have seen here the first point, item status attributes. Just we have seen item status attributes on life cycle phases. Anyway, not required. If you want to create, you can create user item types just for information. The same way unit of measurements, you can create how you require. The same way, like all the attributes, operational attributes, also we can just go and see that. We can just go to our project, search for operational attributes which are grouped. Okay, all the operational attributes which you see when you create item here. Go to specifications. First we'll give any one of the UOM, say fine. Now go to specifications. So here we have a attribute classifications. It's manufacturing, services, inventory, physical attributes, planning, purchasing, sales, and order management. Again, see, all these are just grouped: item structure and costing related. Okay, we are under manufacturing. Under manufacturing, these are the attribute groups. Item structure is one attribute group, costing is one grouping, and WIP is one grouping, and materials is another grouping. In the same way, if you go to purchasing, the purchasing is one grouping. Again, within that, the pricing related and purchasing related, receiving, these all we treat as operational attribute grouping. Okay, receiving we have, pricing we have, and purchasing we have. If you go to any section, you can find the grouping within that. So here we have a material controls within the inventory, material control, lot, and we have many other groupings. We have all where we can see these all groupings where we can see within the instance. Okay, go to our project. Okay, search for, say, search with the term called as operational, type attributes, it will come. Okay, this is all part of operational attribute groups. Sorry, operational, yeah. So operational attribute groups, you can just click on manage operational attribute groups. So manage operational attribute groups, click on go to task type. Here you can see all these groups. So costing. If I select costing, the costing related means for costing attribute group. This is a costing attribute group. If you select costing, under that you can find costing related attributes. Okay, here we have all this information, right? So for example, I'm selecting purchasing. Okay, here we have purchasing and pricing and receiving, all you can see here. So within that we have a purchasing. So here we have purchasing. Scroll little down. These all are the attributes within that. Yes, the same you can see under purchasing section. You can see all these attributes which are grouped. These only we can see here. Okay, see here. Purchased. Under purchasing we have purchased. We have purchased. Under this we have purchasable. Yes, we have under this purchasable. These all are grouped. Okay, these all are grouped. And again, these are predefined, which got some functionality behind it. This will have certain controls based on how you set accordingly. The functionality will work. The provisioning or setting some restrictions for the specific purpose of the attributes. Again, within this we have a pricing also, right? So we'll have a pricing separately here. Scroll, or just you can take receiving also separate one. Receiving, so receiving attributes. Okay, so this is how just you can go and check anything like inventory. Select inventory attribute group. Within that all the inventory related, some normal in EBS, of course here also under specific tab you can see all those. If you go to inventory, so based on this grouping only these are getting displayed here. Okay, so if you go to inventory, I think inventory got selected, right? Yes. So under that these are the attributes which are part of inventory attribute group. There are many. Fine. So this is how just we can find out all the attribute grouping.
I could not see any manufacturing part number for these items.
Here
Which is missing here. No, manufacturing part number. I'm not.
Manufacturing
Part number, related manufacturing number. There may be a umpty number of manufacturing part number. Generally, it used to get associated with the item code from the tools in the ABS. That is equivalent to, where is it?
That would be part of these attributes only. No, see, some association and all here what we can do is we have a separate, whatever you do, tools and show folder you are talking about, right?
Yes.
So those and all we have an option called as view. I'll show you when we are performing the transaction. For everywhere that is applicable, the fields which are not getting displayed, what Oracle is doing is what are the primary fields they are displaying. Even some other fields are applicable, those are keeping in the hide mode. If you want to add that field, we have an option called as view. Okay, with the view you can go on to, you can see all attributes or all columns which are applicable. So hidden columns, or call it as attributes, you can add whenever you require. You see that there will be an option called as view. Okay, here tools and all, we don't go with that. For each and every record you will be able to see that. So this is how you can find out all the details. Okay, done. So these are,
Do we have to do anything in this page?
Sorry?
Do we have to do anything in this page? Second one.
No, just to understand, okay, just to understand we are going through this. Here are the attributes we have, and again you can notice here all are set at particular level. 1 second please. entry we have. So if you go to that, so these are controlled at what level? Just I want to change the controlling level at, so this attribute need to be controlled at master level. I can change it. What level you want to set the controls, that you can do. Apart from that, nothing you can do here. Just is all are seeded, which got some functionality. Okay, that's all. The same we do is just whatever we are discussing. If you compare with EBS, remains same. So what we call these operational attribute groups in EBS? Group controls, attribute group controls. So there is no much difference also. Attribute groups here, there are also attribute groups, but we call as some controls. Naming convention slightly different, but rest remains same. Fine. So here, these are all how these are getting filled. These are all getting filled because of the template which we associate at the time of item creation. Okay, item creation time we assign the template, right? So if you want to create the templates, you can create the template at item class level. Item class level, you can create the template. If you want, see, it's very simple. We have a, let me write in the spreadsheet. We have item class called as root item class. At root item class level, say you are creating 10 item templates. And whatever the item class you create, will create under root item class, so that these 10 templates will be copied to your new item class. So you may create as XYZ item class. So if you want to maintain the item templates at root item class level, those will be defaulted for every new item class which you create. If you want to maintain the templates, your item class specific, go and create item class level. Okay, go and create item class level. So how to do that? Go to item class. From here we can search. Okay, manage item classes. So this is a root item class. Just will go through it. Select root item class, click on edit. So this item class level, whatever the templates we have, these all templates will be defaulted for every item class which you create under this root item class. All these templates, there are many. Okay, how to create? Simply how to click on create. So new template we can create here. And if you want to create our item class level, which would be specific to our those templates we want to keep available for our item class only, you can do it. See, it's a very simple. So we have a different item classes. Automotive. So automotive related item templates you can maintain with item the same level, or else if you want to maintain automotive or documentation or healthcare or industrial item related templates at root item class level, whenever you create any item class, those all will get defaulted. If you think so, that practices won't work. It will be unnecessary information defaulting all the templates for all the item classes from the root item class. Then maintain separately item class wise only, you can just maintain. Let's go with our item class. This is our item, I think this is one we created, right? ERP3 computers. Now you can open this. How to open? Just click on edit. So here if you go to templates, what are the templates? We can see here those all are copied from this root item class. Reason, this item class we created under root item class only. If you want to create our own item class, you can create it, or else simply you can copy also. So for example, so we have all templates here. So 1 second, we'll select one template. So we'll go with the template which we very commonly use. So finished good. Okay, the finished good template we have. So we have an option called as a copy. Let's click on copy. So we are going to create the template by copying existing template. So this is for which organization? Select our organization. Not sure how we given the name. Organization name. Search. Yeah. ERP item. Okay, that's how we given the code. New template name. Say ERP3 finish goods template. You can provide the description for the same. Say okay. Okay. Done, created. Now you can go on to find it. Fine, we'll just go here. When you try to create the item, it will ask us to select the template, right? Here you can find it. I think it's not updated. We'll just refresh this. We'll close it. Say save and close. Let system update this. And we'll see how to create our own template from the scratch also. This is a option where you can just copy and you can change the attributes how you require. New template. Product information management. Create item. Select organization or item class. See what are the item class we created, those that you can see here. So this is our template. This is only one template. ERP3 finish good template. Select. Then say OK and you can create the item. So all attribute system will default. If you go to specifications, or any one of the unit of measurement, just we are testing. Let's see, all are getting defaulted from the template which we copied and created. Okay, go to the same item class. If you want to modify the attributes, you can modify it. Go to item class, just click on edit. So go to template section and find the template. So many templates we have, but these all we didn't create. These all copied from root item class. Root item class level, all these templates are there. This is our template which we created by copying. So now if you want to change the parameters, yeah, please.
Template should be created for master org or both, or how many templates?
Item you create where? An item master, right? So template is also
Yes.
required there only. You will see, if you notice, when you are creating the item, when you are creating item, what you select? Item master, right? Not actual. Same
Yes.
logic, same EBS logic only. No changes in that. When you are creating item, okay. See, when we create the item class, we provide the access to item organization to have access to that item class. When item
Okay.
organization will have access to this item class, within that item class which templates are available, those same templates can be accessed by the same item organization. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, that is the point we have to understand. Okay, done. Fine, the same. So now if you want to change the attributes for this template which we created by copying, you can select the template, go to specifications. Go to specifications. Here you can change how it is required. The costing or inventory or any parameters you can change. Whatever you just set here, accordingly system will default at the time of item creation. Okay, so this is how you can select existing any one of the template and you can make a copy, and later you can override those attributes. If you want to create altogether new template, how to create? It's very simple. Just click on create. Again, this would be part of this item class only. Okay, so give the name as ERP3 purchased. See, the point is very simple. We may provision access to this item class to n number of item master organizations. Okay, n number of item master organizations. One item class, you can give the access to multiple item organizations or master inventories. So now this template you want to give access to, this template can be used by which organization, that you have to select. This item master organization. For this item master organization, if you are going to create the item, if you want to make this template as a default template, you can enable so that it will select as a default template. Whenever you select it, it will just select that this same template. Not required. Let system, even if system defaulting, we can change it. Now if we just given the name, now go to below. So no attribute is selected here. You see, all are empty. We are going to set. So go to inventory, set all the attributes how you require. It is inventory item, it is stockable item, okay, it is reservable item. So this on all will be setting based on the client requirement, right? So all the attributes, so based on the nature of item, in which process we use, how that should be available, okay, all we have to set based on the requirement. Or else just for testing purpose, you can open one more tab and you can view those attributes for any purchased item. You can open the purchased item templates and you can see and you can set just for your practice purpose if you are not aware of these attributes how to set and all. Okay, this and all, like just everything, like all will be setting how we required. So all you can set it up. You can refer other item definition or other item template and other different tab, and you can see and set if you want to just do some that kind of practice. Okay, customer order enabled, all these you can set. Fine. So this is how just you can create our own templates also from the scratch. So I'm just going to save this definition. This would be available at the time of item creation. Okay, let me refresh this. Otherwise it may not be available because of the updates. I'll just refresh. So product management, click on product item management, product information management. Go to task list. So create item. So we associated the template to this organization only. That too with this through this item class. Now it would be available. So with the combination of this item master organization and this item class, with the combination of these two, what are the templates are available, its system is displayed. See here, we have the template. You can select and you can create item. Okay. We know anyway how to create item, just not required. Find that. So that's how you can create the templates. The categories and all we'll see after some time. This stage not required. With the default categories we'll be able to proceed. So now we'll see how to create the multiple items at a time. Okay, we'll see how to create the multiple items at a time. Just click on create item, select your item master, and here we have one field called as, sorry,
Question: if we give wrong item class, are we able to change it later?
you cannot. If you give wrong item class, for what you are giving the wrong item class?
For the item,
Simple
means
point.
I create
One second. Based on the access, how it is provisioned, for which inventory, which item master organization can have access to which item class, those only you can access. Randomly you cannot have access. If you have
yes, correct,
access, then
yes.
only you can.
No, I mean, I give, for example, instead of computer, I give,
For
for
the case,
example.
no. Answer is no.
You
Okay,
cannot change.
you cannot, because everything
Uh-huh.
comes with item class only, right? The complete definition
Yes.
will depends on item class. That is the reason you cannot change. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine. We'll see how to create the multiple items at a time. I selected item organization, and here number of items. How many items you want to create? So I want to create 3 items. Okay, 3 items. and through which item class. This is the item class, and by using which template, by using this template, and say okay. Now system will ask us to provide the description for those three items. Okay, here we have to provide the description. Same process, just at a time we can create, that's all. So as per item class, what is the item numbering generation we have, and all it is defaulting. Based on that it will generate the number. You can provide the description here for three items. Test item 1, and you can give the item status to apply the status attributes. Active, life cycle phase is active, user item type, it's just getting defaulted. In the same way for other items also. Okay, set other unit of measurement as a mandatory for the first item. So each, and set specifications. Anyway, these all will copy from the template. All are copied. Done. Now second item. Sorry. Okay. This is cost.
Lexper, where is the item number?
Number it will generate. Here it is showing on what base number will be generated. Because multiple items we are creating at a time, right? It won't show. Even at the time of single item creation also, it won't show the number. It will show the field with a hidden some hidden numbering. Once you create, you can see the number. But for these three items, by following which rule system is going to create the numbering, it is showing here. Item sequence generated, right? That's what we set for this item class level. We'll see that. So once we create, it will display. Test item 2. Okay, if you want to create, generally these we can use. Say you have a requirement, you want to create 10 items. 10 items you are going to use the same template, so that would be the right case to use this kind of functionality. You have a 10 items, 10 items you have to create with the 10 different templates. In that case, so only one template we can select. Item wise we cannot select at the time of creation, so we'll go with a separate definition. If you have similar items which are required, if you have multiple items which you have to apply the same template, you may go with this option. So for that item 2 also, you can give the unit of measurement. Done. The specifications and all it will take. Of course, we know we have to assign the item people and all these activities we have to do, but just we know how to create it. This is just to understand. Test item 3 active, life cycle phase also you can select as active. Done. So the rest of process remains same, like this is the item, just we given this description, status, life cycle phase, and this value unit of measurement is provided to be given, but it's a system not consider. Done. So specifications are defaulting from the template item people. Okay, fine. Here just this is item you are creating, just you the person like which we are associated at this level the system is taking, and associations, this item you have to assign to which organization. By default this is a part of item master, right? The same it is showing. If you want to assign this item to your inventory organization, you can assign. dollars inventory you may assign. So done. Nothing is mandatory. You can say save. Notice we didn't assign these items to any one of the actual inventory. Just we are creating. We just created. Now go and search for these items. Okay. You can find the items with the item numbering. Manage items. So test here. Test in the description you have to search. Within the description field we have to search, because this item is nothing but item numbering. The prefix we given as ERP and the some running sequence we specify. So just click on search. Those three items you can see. Those three items are part of item master only. Okay. With the help of this item class we created, those are part of item master inventory only. We didn't assign to any inventory. If you assign to any inventory organization, yes, it will be showing that information also here. This is the item number it generated. This is the description we given as test item 1, 2, 3, and we already created one item, right? That is 1001. Okay, 1001. Now it created 1002, 3, and 4. The 1001 item which we created, that we associated with our inventory also, right? Search. Sorry, remove this description as a test and search for item with item number. Yep. Item is same, the MacBook, but we associated with this dollars inventory. Done. Now we'll see how to create item by copying the existing item. Say create item. Okay. The item which is part of this item master, that item we want to copy. Here the first radio option is create new, and the second radio option is create from copy. Okay, from existing, select it. Now system will ask us to select, we want to create the new item based on which existing item. Okay, we can just create new item based on this MacBook. So we need one more item which is similar to this MacBook. Item number is ERP 1001. Search. Just say okay. Fine. So this is the one. This is the description. Copy details, copy attributes, and apply template. Other option is apply template first, then copy attributes. It won't make big difference. What you can do is you can go with any one of the option, and you can select the preferred template also here. So I'll go with this. Okay, already from this also the same is available. You can use. If you want to have some additional templates, you can add here, and just click on OK. Our system created one more item. I'll just name it as copy. Description. Anyway, number would be new. Description, the system will accept same description also, but just we can make some change as a copy. So everything you can find. You don't need to go and specify anything. Just everything will be copied from that only. Okay. Even you don't need to give the template directly. You can say copy. It will copy whatever available within that. So associations, assignments. So here it is just copied. It's a part of which organization. Now you can assign this item to which inventory, in which inventory organization you require this item, that you can associate. Okay, so done. And one more point, when you are copying, you have that options also. If you specify organizations also, it will copy. See here, 1 second. Create item, create from copy, ERP 1001, and go to relationships. So you want to bring the organization relation also, you can select organization. Okay, then relations also it will copy. Sorry, association. There relation, within the relation we have organization also. So if you go to association, so that system is copying that item is associated with which organization, those organizations also the same assignment it will copy. Okay, that's how you can select. You can select at the time of creation. Anyway, this item is not required for us. Cancel it. Fine. So that's all about item related. Still we have many other points which we have to understand related to item. So going forward, depending on the scenario and all, we'll just talk about and we'll define and we'll associate and we'll be working. Okay, so this is how just you can create the, you can copy the template and you can create the template from the scratch, and you can create the item by copying existing item, or else you can create the multiple items. So till this week we'll be running the classes only for maybe 1 hour or 1.5 hours. From next month first onwards, I mean after 1 week, we'll be changing the timings as we planned. We'll be spending 2 hours time, okay, for each session. Will be from next week onwards, maybe from first onwards. From first onwards, we'll be changing the timings, and we'll spend 2 hours. So since we are going to prepone, we'll be spending 2 hours time so that we can complete as soon as possible. So for today we done with the session. If anybody want to drop from the meeting, you can go ahead. If you have any questions, you can stay back and we can discuss.